So children, I have completed control by expansion. Today I am going to start the last topic of the chapter controlling, that is called span of control. Okay, so please open your book, page number 292, and whatever lines I say to underline, please underline in the book at that time itself, so that when you read, you'll able to know that how much you people have to write actually in examination. Okay, now see, span of control, all of you. Span of control means the number of subordinate that report directly to one manager. Okay, we know that if there is too much deviation is found, then that deviation are being checked in the process of controlling. All right, so if there is a exceptional deviation found, then how they are going to control that? One of the way is span of control. Under the span of control, the number of subordinates are there of one manager who report directly, orally, to the manager. It is essential to decide the appropriate span of control for each and every manager. Means each and every manager must know that what is the appropriate way way of control. Span of control means way, how to control. Is it clear? Then if the number of subordinate reporting directly to a manager is very large, control may become ineffective. Okay, on the other hand, if the number of subordinate is too small, full use of the manager's talent may not be made and the control may become too tight. Okay, now as I told you that span of control means the number of subordinates that report directly to one manager. Okay, about the deviations found between the standard performance standard and actual performance. Is it clear? Now, what do you mean by span of control? What is the meaning of span of control? Span of control means the number of subordinates that directly report to one manager. Now, span of control is important. Is it clear? Is important for each and every manager. Now, but if the number of subordinates under one manager is too large, then it creates a situation of confusion. On the other hand, if the number of subordinates under manager is too small, then also manager will not able to utilize all its talent. Is it clear? So both the condition is not good. Then what is needed? Thus, the principle of span of control requires no single executive should have more people looking to him for guidance than he can effectively control. Is it clear? So this line is very important. What actually explain the span of control? It states that the span of control actually says this or requires that no single executive should have more people. Means it should not be too much, it should not be too less. So no single executive means the manager. No single executive or manager should have more people, all right, looking to him for guidance. Okay, then he can effectively control. Means the number of people to whom he has to control should not be more enough, should not be large enough. If the number of people one executive has to control is become very large, then it become very difficult for the executive or the manager to control them. So that is the first principle of span of control. What is the first principle? That no single executive should have more people looking for him to guide them. Is it clear? ऐसा ना हो कि बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो एक एग्जीक्यूटिव के लिए वेट कर रहे हैं कि वो हम ही को गाइड दें. ऐसा ना हो. The number of people under one executive should be it should not be too large or should not be too less. Then opinion is divided on what should be appropriate span. In actual practice, span widely differ from one organization to another. All right. अब span of control means the area of control एक managers का हर एक organization में same नहीं होता. वो vary करता है from one organization to the other organization. Further, there is no one ideal number that can be universally applied. We cannot say that this is the ideal number, that it should be 10 or it should be 15. This cannot be explained universally. And that's why they said different organization have different span of control. Means one executive is controlling variated numbers of people, not the same number. It is not possible to tell the number universally that this is the exact number which one executive must control. Then different writers have suggested different number of subordinate for effective supervision. Classical theories argue for a small span of management. For example, Landau F. Arick suggests that no executive can effectively interlock. According to General Hamilton, an average human brain cannot control effectively more than 3 to 6. So he has given the number also. On the other hand, some experts like J.C. Worthy believes that a manager can effectively manage as many as 20 subordinates. In a survey of 100 large companies in USA, Ernest Daniel found that the median number of executive reporting to the company president was only 8, but in some cases there were as many as 20 subordinate. All right, so no writer is having the opinion that what should be the exact number of subordinate one executive or manager needs to control, all right, or wait for the guidance. Okay, now how much you people have to write under the span of control, that I'm reading now. First line, first paragraph. Span of control means the number of subordinates that report directly to one manager. Then it is essential to decide the appropriate span of control for each and every manager, that how many number of subordinate must be there for each and every manager. It is appropriate to decide. Then if the number of subordinate reporting directly to a manager is very large, control may become ineffective. In that case, it become ineffective. Too many people, it's not possible for one executive to control. Similarly, on the other hand, if the number of subordinate is too small, full use of manager's talent may not be made. अब जब बहुत कम हो जाएंगे तो फिर manager अपना पूरा talent use नहीं कर पाएगा. Is it clear? This whole paragraph. Then second paragraph also full. Then what is the principle of span of control? Thus the principle of span of control requires that no single executive should have more people looking to him for guidance than he can effectively control. बहुत ज़्यादा लोग उनके guidance के लिए wait ना करें, क्योंकि उस समय उनकी जो span of control होगी वो effective नहीं होगी. Span is person to person concept. It's not same. ऐसा नहीं कि 3 executives are there, all the 3 can manage 20. Maybe one can manage 10, the other can manage 8, the other can manage 15. Means the same different persons have a different capacity of span of control. It's not the same. Further, so what next you people have to write in the last paragraph? Opinion is divided on what should be the appropriate span. Opinion is divided means writers are not having a similar point of view regarding what should be the exact span of control. In actual practice, span widely differ from one organization to another. There is no ideal number that can be universally applied. Okay, till here you people have to write in the span of control. Is it clear to all of you? Then one theory is there which is developed by Gray-Canis theory, which is called Gray-Canis theory. Okay, now he has actually given a theory which has actually suggested appropriate span of control. So we need to study this full theory which is given by Gray-Canis. Okay, that I'm going to discuss with you people tomorrow. So for today only this much. Thank you, children.